All right, all right. Hello, hello. My name is Kiyahuitl, and then we got our guest right here, Mike.
Mike Bravo,
Kimichipili.
Kimichipili.
Um, yeah, I've seen a little bit of your content. But I want to tell you that I actually heard of you or know of you through your website.
Right.
That you got,
Okay.
like me doing some research, and then I just came across your website. It was about the Michika chant or whatever,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
and you put your input on that, and I thought it was cool. And yeah, that was the first time me di cuenta de ti. Like I was
Right,
like,
right.
I
No, I
knew
appreciate
about
you checking
you.
it out. Yeah. Yeah, the website I
Yeah.
haven't really done too much. Just lately I started kind of doing a little more updates to it. I
Hmm.
mostly just been doing like kind of like coding updates to it. But yeah, I try to get content on there like that's, like practical, something that people can grasp. It's not
Hmm.
meant for like the super intellectuals or whatever. It's meant for people who are like just trying to learn and get a grasp of what it's like, what I mean, to like start that, that journey to, reconnect with their not reconnect, but uncover their indigenous self.
Yeah, just embracing their heritage or and
Yeah,
whatnot.
something practical too. Cause like with me too, I've been in the movement and forgive me, like I don't know if you have a format or like a timeline for how you're doing the interview, but like I've been an activist for maybe about 25 years, since about 2001, more or less. And I've been through a lot of
Mhm.
bullshit like in the movement and things like that. And so I've been through a lot of bullshit and just, fakers, liars, power abusers, and things like that. And so my thing is like, okay, let me make a website where I can like tell people my perspective and my experience with it and how it's used in a good way. And at the same time, if I can like drop some insights or some clues on things for them to avoid or things to kind of expect, that's kind of allow the goal, as well as kind of touching on how I say, like the
Yeah.
nuances of the topics, because not everything's cut and dry. A lot of times there's a lot of like kind of bumper sticker, like
Hmm.
sayings and ways of thinking, which whatever, it's cool to kind of get the point across initially, but like at some point we have to kind of move beyond like just these bumper sticker chants and these sayings.
Yeah. Through through my research, I found like on the old literature because I practice classical Nahuatl,
Yeah.
which is Huehuetlachtoli,
Mhm.
known as Huehuetlachtoli, and I actually came across a thing that would pretty much reflect what Mexicatiawi
Right.
kind of reflects to,
Yeah.
and it's Ohquetza, and that's in references to making path. So the
Mm.
verb quetza is put together with ochtli,
Yeah,
which is
'cause all
camino,
these like
right?
path or walk, yeah.
Yeah, so quetza means to like uprise, stir up, así como
Yeah.
pump yourself up, like animo type shit.
Yeah.
So quetza is making camino, like
Right.
So I think it was a way better phrase over Mexicatiawi. And in fact,
Yeah.
I know that like
Yeah.
Mexicatiawi was actually, from what I understand, what I was told by my mentor, that it was said by this individual that has passed away a couple years ago, I guess.
Mhm.
He's OG or whatever, but he was from Puebla. And then they had asked him like, "Oh, cómo how do you say this or whatever?"
Yeah.
And he said Mexicatiawi.
Mhm.
And y ahí pegó, like
Yeah.
ahí pegó, pero
So he was like a teacher that kinda like, was like, a critical disseminator of knowledge to like Chicanos or something, or like
yeah,
or
I would like
yeah.
to think so. I mean, I think a lot of people don't even realize where that phrase came from, which was from a Puebla variant. But do I know what variant exactly from Puebla? I do not know.
Yeah.
I
Make
didn't
makes
really
Yeah.
like care for it too much. I was like, well, it's not the shit that I'm working and researching for.
Yeah.
It's But I mean,
Yeah.
for
I
those
think
that
with
are from Puebla, it'll probably be interesting, but I'm not.
Yeah. I think with the Tiawi term too, it's like, and one thing I learned about Nahuatl too, like I study a lot of Nahuatl. I don't practice as much as I should do, you know what I mean? Or as I would like to. Cause
Mhm.
I get involved in a lot of like, cause a lot of the work I do, like I do activism. I'm like just trying to like, I'm trying to save lives and fucking, like empower the
Gotta make a
people. So,
difference.
you know what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean? So a lot of times, like, I want to delve into like these deeper aspects of like reading books all day on whether it's the language or whatever, but a lot of times I only have so much time to, deal with life. And like I said, I live in Venice. It's a very like super gentrified area. So I'm like dealing with gentrification out here. So I'm like, I got my plate full. But as far as the Nahuatl goes, it's like there's so many like these words have so much like depth, and flexibility, right? So like you change like a certain suffix or add a little certain word, like it brings like a whole different dimension to it, right? And it's like
Mhm.
you can still there's different ways of saying the same thing, or like alluding to a similar action, but with different type of style or flair, because
Yeah, yeah,
it's very
yeah.
poetic to it at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah. There's honorific suffixes and stuff like that that
Mhm.
I think people just say them to be kind of, I guess, more nice,
Yeah,
but I guess that's what it's kind of is for. But I think it takes the significant meaning of it.
yeah.
I mean,
I get
you don't have to be speaking in politeness at all time.
Oh,
You know what I
got you.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the honorific stuff, and that's the
Yeah.
thing too. Like, because a lot of times there's debates over like certain Nahuatl words, and like I try to apply it. Like, you know what? At the end of the day, we're all human, and like me as a Chicano, right? So it's like there's a lot of language that we use, or we kind of like play with words, whether English or Spanish, and we kind of play with it and change it a little bit here or whatever. So I can see like, okay, I can see where possibly someone did that with Nahuatl, and how they got playful with certain words and kind of like, they talk more what they say colloquial, right? Like every day, just kind of like chopping it up and, shorten abbreviation of words or whatever, but still means this, just maybe not in a more formal, like polite or, like a
Right,
formal
yeah.
way, because like the way we're speaking right now, like we're just having a conversation, but if I'm at like a meeting, like let's say, the local education, board or whatever, just, like a community meeting where there's, more formal community situation, then it's a different, type of talking and language.
Of course, of course. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like the interactions when it comes to something a little bit more, I guess, yeah, when it would be formal.
Yeah.
I, it's not like we're when you're like at a family party and you're more laxed,
Yeah.
saying desmadre or whatever. But I understand on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was a little bit like surprised. You're like, yeah, I've seen some of your content.
Yeah. No, because honestly, like I'll keep it 100. Like I think I followed you like a couple years back because you've been IG for what, like 4 years now or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think maybe a couple years I followed you most because of your the Nawad, and I'm always trying to peep content, and that's like like and you're like younger than me. I'm 49. I'm about to be 50 in December. I'm assuming you're what, like probably like what, 32 or something like that.
35.
Okay, 35. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, he's youngster. Like doing like more younger stuff. He has to entertain his crowd. Like I'm not really like whatever. Not trying to watch all your little shenanigans as far as like your entertaining dynamic that you do or you did back then, and then just in the last maybe like 3 or 4 months, people start, people always send me stuff because they know I'm into indigenous
Mhm.
education, indigenous, just topics and things like that. So people occasionally send me like some of your content and just kind of like not really asking what I think, just kind of sometimes what I think or um but just sharing because they want to share because you have a lot of like there's a lot of things about your content that are very like like it has a lot of
Controversial.
mass appeal to it, like just the Nawad, and you got the very strong indigenous phenotype. So whatever, you got a lot going on for you as far as your optics and a lot of your substance too. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
and then and I've been commenting on some of your stuff too because I see like, oh, like you come off like you're very disgruntled with Chicanos and Chicano movement and like a lot of things I feel like you don't understand, but like at the same time, like I get like
Mhm.
I get the criticisms, and I reply a couple times, So,
I might
but
have
yeah,
missed
so
it.
I
If I
kinda
don't know
that's
if I
what I've
did it.
seen
If I didn't
recently.
reply, bro, I respond to so many people. I don't even know who
Yeah,
have
no,
I
I wasn't like
responded.
expecting a reply just to make sure, like, because a lot of times when I reply in people's posts, and if I disagree, it's hard for me because I grew up on the internet, like been on the net since like '95, so I'm used to kind of like just talking shit, it's just like something about the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah,
It's kind
yeah,
of like driving, like you get all like road rage or internet rage or whatever. So like, okay, let me just fucking
yeah,
just try to
yeah. Nah,
reply.
me for the most part, I don't take people's like when they're trying to be insulting individually. I don't even
Mhm.
care.
Yeah.
The only time it kind of affects me is when I have a whole like a lot of people, you know.
Yeah,
That's
mobbing up
kind of
on
when
you.
it affects me. But when it comes to individual shit, like I'm just like you know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be mad or feel some type of way.
Right.
Feel whatever you feel, you know. But
Yeah.
it's the same way as how I feel about whenever I make comments about certain things. You know, I
Yeah.
grew up here in Santa Barbara, you know, también, you know, which was
Mm.
one of the places where I think it was like the first like assembly of Chicano, no Chicanismo in
Mhm.
the Santa Barbara University.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess a lot of Chicanos from all over Northern California and Southern California met up in Santa Barbara.
Mm.
Um, at least within California, but I don't know every other state. So
Yeah.
there's always been like a Chicanismo presence here, I guess,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah.
But a lot of my experience with it has always been gang related, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I never really seen the political aspect. I did
Yeah.
see
Same. Yeah.
nationalism. I did see nationalism
Mhm.
amongst that, you know, and I see sometimes like I don't know, like misunderstandings of, or I don't know really know how to explain it. Um,
Like about what in particular? Like, I'm sure it's a lot of things. Cause even me, like,
because I mean, there's it's challenging to talk about because there's various types of Chicanos, so to say, you know.
yeah, no, there's different brands and different levels of. Cause like in my opinion, like like at the base, for the most part, most Chicanos know like okay, they have a general understanding of like okay, we're native to the land, you know what I mean, and we have indigenous background, whatever. At the very least, they know that much, you know what I mean. But then as far as like okay, but then there's ones who are really really trying to
Maybe
um
like, I
um
want to.
do things from an indigenous way. Now, it's one thing to know like your indigeneity a little bit, but to people who are really trying to practice and learn, not just like okay, the language or the dress or whatever, but like the real like, okay, what are the values? What are like like what are the ceremonies? What are the spiritual ways? What are the the more traditional, like everything, the whole embodiment, not just like, okay, because to me, like knowing is not enough. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you can read
yeah.
stuff in the book and it's like it's empowering to know stuff about yourself, but at the same time, it's like if you're not really like trying to, really uncover yourself and get to the whole indigenous package, that's really where it's
Mhm.
at. But I can see where some Chicanos aren't really there or they're kind of just lost. And yeah, I mean there's a lot of
Yeah,
things going on.
for me, what I've noticed is a lot of the times is people just make the assumption that they're like the Azteca or Aztec, you know,
Mhm.
and or Maya, and I think that
Mhm.
I mean I don't think that every single Chicano has that authentic background of that, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, like, or that heritage, and I think for the most part it's hurtful to those that are like genuine, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
genuine that they are descendants of, the Mexican Empire
Yeah.
or etcetera, you know?
Yeah.
And I always
I,
felt like a
yeah.
little bit like, "What?" Like, you know, you gotta
Yeah, I
not
just did
all
a
of
video
these,
on
like
that. I did a YouTube video. I started doing YouTube videos on my SixthSunRidaz channel. I had it for years, but I never did anything until like this last month. But I just did a video on that. Like it's titled Why do all Mexicans think they're Aztec? Of course, you gotta put the titles kind of like you gotta kind of troll people a little bit, exaggerate
yeah,
the
yeah.
title. But I kind of
What?
touched on that too. Cause a lot of times I see that topic a lot. Not from you. I mean, I know I'm sure you probably covered that too, but I've seen it from other people. And then that's in you specifically, but like I think a lot of times when I hear a lot of younger cats talk about that topic, it's like they don't really understand a lot of the like dynamics of why that is. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of times people they'll cite like the 1930s when like or whatever the post revolution when they're trying to revamp the national identity and all that stuff, right? So that kind of
Mhm,
reinforced it. But then like I made notes just off the top of my head, like that goes way back because you figure the Mexica had like sway over most of Mexico, right? And not just the Mexica as one tribe, but then like the Nahuas were like, they're a whole like just a whole big conglomerate of family, right? So you got the Nahua language, right? And then like people knew trade, so people kind of knew each other's language already. And of course, you got the big Mexica bullies on the block, so everybody kind of had to know what's up with the language, right? And then you get like okay, Tenochtitlan falls, and then like the Spanish take over, and then they start using the the Mexica governmental and I say like the formats and all their administration to start pushing their Spanish ways, right? And then they start pushing the Nahuatl language on everyone that they go to try to like to how I say convert, right? So where they went wherever else, and they're using the Nahuatl language to do that. So and you get the Nahuatl, and it's distinctly tied to the Mexican Mexica identity, right? And all the symbolism, and again too, like the whole Mesoamerica, like they have like all the symbolism, all the symbols, and I would say all, but the majority, like the motifs, the shapes, the symbols, the architecture, it's
Mhm.
all like there's already like a Mesoamerican language that's there, So then like
Yeah, I
fast
mean,
forward, like
individually,
to right now, like 300 years later, people like we're washed of our identity in Mexico, and then you get a lot of Chicanos who come to we're here for a few hundred years in the United States area or whatever, Aztlan or whatever they call, and then it's like there's that double washing, and again, no histories, resources, no one really knows that background.
yeah. Uh, I think for the most part, at least within the Chicanismo
Mm.
community or the Chicano community, is that you've had like moments, I guess, inspiring moments. I mean, I think I've seen a couple of in your profile. There was like a gentleman, I forgot his name. He's like we got to Tenochtitlan, and you can whisper Mexica, Mexica.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Like
Daniel
like
Zuna. Yeah,
moments like that, for example, like moments like that,
yeah.
making a general statement that like we're all fucking Mexicas and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's problematic because the viewer may not really understand very much and may be exposed to that for the very first time,
Mhm.
and they're gonna feel like related to that. That's why you
Right.
see people from like Zacatecas, Chihuahua,
Mhm.
Sonora, Baja, and all these northern states. They're not even a part of the Mesoamerican uh, geography. They're actually their own individual thing.
Who's
That's
that
why
again? You said
I
the.
said like the northern states of Mexico, pretty much.
Oh yeah,
They're not even a part of Mesoamerica.
yeah. Well,
They
it's
are their
yeah.
own
When it's
thing.
weird, because there's like so we're jumping real quick. So like because like a lot of times like there's like the technical Mesoamerica, but then like if you look at the what's that organization INAH? I forget what the acronym stands for. But then a lot of times when they list Mesoamerica, it's basically like it's beyond like that little small area, like in the Yucatan and kind of going down a little bit to Central America, and they kind of define it more as going towards like the top of northern Mexico. Kind of starts to dissipate, in characteristics. You know what I mean? So a lot of times there's like I don't know if I'm just using my own language, right? Because I see where it's like that technical Mesoamerica, and then there's the Mesoamerica in general. I guess when you follow like the culture and the language, and then the symbols, I guess, right? But go ahead. Sorry, I just want to throw that in real quick.
No, I mean, like that's the only my only problem with Chicanismo. I don't really care for
Mm,
for the identity.
yeah,
I think, in all honesty, I think if like what's that word? I guess it had its purpose at that time.
yeah,
And I think we are definitely beyond that time, though. I'm gonna say though,
right, right.
and and
But kinda
and I
not,
think it has,
but it
and
depends. I mean, because some of us are, you know what I mean? Because even,
yeah,
like, because you gotta figure too, like, and I think I've heard you say it too, like, like, Chicanos gotta have an identity problem, right? Or whatever too, and I don't know if it's an identity, but it's like label, I guess, too, and it's like, um, because like, even now, like, for instance, like, you got all these attacks, like, against, like, just because even Chicano identity, just the name itself, right? It has more of an indigenous regardless of, like, the debate of where it came from or the technicalities of its origins, like everybody agrees that okay, it has an indigenous intention and inference, and so like when you're up against like all these hard fought like Chicano organizations and movements being changed to like Latinx or being or Hispanic Latino, like there's this whole like attack on indigeneity via like let's say like talking about Chicano specifically, right? So let's say you got the Latin Hispanic
I don't
Latinx
need, but
identity, right? And it's being pushed and it's thing you have organizations that have been around for like 50, 60 years, all these gains, and then like they're trying to change them to like Latin white, like whitewashed names, you know what I mean? So like in context of that, it's like, okay, like we need to, like there has to be like a reinforcement of like we have to throw them like how you say like throw them the indigenous label rope, like okay, grab onto the Chicano or whatever, anything that's kind of like that's like we need lifesavers for our indigeneity, especially out here. I don't
Yeah.
know, it's just an analogy I have with that, but
Well, I understand where you're coming from with these all these term like these various identity terms.
mhm,
And in all honesty, I think all of them further away whatever that you may be coming from, whether it's from El Salvador or Guatemala or
mhm,
Belize or whatever part of the Latin America, what is now known as Latin America, at least.
right.
I think it furthers you away from there, um,
From what?
from your people, so to say, the
Oh yeah,
people that you would like to, I guess, be a part of, because as human nature, we've always been tribal people, like
yeah,
just in general and like humanity history.
yeah,
So we always
yeah.
feel like,
Humans are, yeah, we're social creatures.
yeah, so we always want to be a part of a social group, like
Mm,
how you just stated. Um, and I think for the most part, even though United States has this like identity thing going on, I don't think in Mexico really has very too much in comparison into United States. And
mm,
I don't even I can't really speak for the rest of Latin America, but I would like to think that they don't really have the same identity issues as hard as that it is here in the United States,
yeah.
um,
Hmm.
in
Yeah,
comparison to
I don't live
Mexico.
this. I couldn't say, but
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, it sounds
it's
about
just
right too. Because then you gotta understand too, like Mexico, like even though like at least my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong or whatever, but like so like Mexico is still predominantly like brown. Even people, if they call themselves mestizo or whatever, they try to
yeah,
uh
that's just dumb too. But
it's a predominantly brown um country, right? Even if they want to claim I'm more Spanish-ish or whatever, like it's a predominantly brown, indigenous, American Indian,
yeah,
culture,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
regardless of how they identify, right? Even though you have other people, you have, your Afro mestizos, you got, Asians and Jews
yeah,
there, I'm sure as well. But when you come over here in America, America's like super hyper more racialized than Mexico. Not to say that there's no racial dynamics in Mexico, but like over here, like you got all these different like you know, types of white people, different types of brown people, different, American Indian tribes, different tribal setups,
yeah, yeah. But I mean, both
Arabs,
both
and then
me
all those like all that international drama that the US brings in, like everything's very all the power dynamics, economics is very it all has racial connotations to it, and I'm sure it
of
has some
course.
Mexico too, but not as fucked up and intense as it is in the US. So I
Yeah.
think that kind of plays a part somehow.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and that is the reason why people feel disconnected, and then on top of that, like, I've also experienced, Mexicanos from Mexico calling me pocho,
Oh yeah, yeah.
just kinda like, "Oh, no eres mexicano porque you weren't nacido over there." To
Yeah, yeah.
me to me, I feel like for those people that
Where were you
are
born?
I was born here in Santa
Oh,
Barbara,
okay. Yeah.
but I was going back and forth to Mexico when I
Oh.
was a little kid. Last time I was there, I was when I was, like, 9 years old. But what I was trying to go with is that I'm saying that it's, people from Mexico or even just including Latin America, dog, like the language there's 21 countries in Latin America that speak Castellano or a form of Castellano, which is Spanish.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of the times when people say like cuando mexicanos from Mexico would be like, oh, no hablas español, eres pocho, no eres mexicano because you don't know how to speak this shit, you know how to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
To me, for those people, they need to for the people that are on the receiving end in those comments, I
Mhm.
think they should educate themselves and state however way and shape they can to state to
Yeah.
those nationalists,
Yeah.
Mexican nationalists or Salvadorian nationalists or whatever,
Yeah.
or anybody that tells you, oh, you're not because you can't speak Spanish. Just say this, like, how the fuck does me speaking Spanish make
Yeah.
me Mexican
Yeah.
when there's 21 countries within Latin America that speak Spanish?
Right. Hey, hold on one sec. Sorry, let me real quick. Sorry, I live in the compounds. I got my Theo here.
No, no worries, no
Calling me
worries.
over here. So yeah.
Ahorita mi hermano está durmiendo, güey, my brother's sleeping right now.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
So
so
repeat that
that's
last
what I
part
was
real quick.
saying,
Sorry.
that's what I was saying is that there's 21 countries within Latin America that speak Spanish. So
Mm,
when Mexican nationalists say no hablas español, no eres mexicano, or you hablas
mm,
porque te estás de la chingada, or whatever. You speak chopped up Spanish or whatever.
mm.
It's you can already tell that they're speaking out of ignorance, by the comment
Yeah,
that I just by the answer that I just the fact that I just gave you, that the
right.
fact that there's 21 countries that speak Spanish. So
Yeah,
how the fuck does speaking Spanish make me Mexican? It does
yeah,
not. And I recently
yeah.
posted this on my, like, Threads
Well, I think
thing. I
that is
don't
though,
even.
like, that's kinda I don't know, because I mean, obviously, I'm fifth generation, know what I mean? So, like, I got that a lot, of course, over the years and, uh, I don't know, like, I don't I kinda get, like I think because a lot of times too, I don't know, I think just my just rough guess is that, like, a lot of times, like, it's as a Mexican or as, Mexican, Spanish-speaking indigenous people, whether, from way back or whatever, it's like, I guess all those strife and the warfare that we've been through and maybe feeling abandoned by your fellow brothers or whatever, so to speak, like, maybe it's a way to kinda, like, I know, double check, like, where you at where you're at, so they kinda, like, throw it on, "Oh, you're not really Mexican," so whatever, like, whatever signals that would make them think that you're a part of them, and if you're, like, kind of, like, pushing those signals away, like, let's say in this case, Spanish or whatever, other, like, tortillas, or you stop eating tortillas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There's different, like, type of cultural signals, right? Like, if you start
Mhm.
pushing them away or they think you're pushing away, then they take it defensive. I don't know.
I mean, I see what you're saying, like, with the national, like, uh, customs that we have, you know?
Mhm.
Um,
But things that I mean, like, things that, like, identify not so much national customs, or maybe, I guess, but things that identify as Mexicanos, right? So, like,
yeah,
you
but
know
I know what you mean, like Dia de
yeah,
los Muertos and
yeah,
Dia, stuff like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
I get it,
Or
but
even
what I
things
was
too,
trying to
yeah.
what I was
What's
where I
up?
was trying to go at with this is that the fact that I was trying to say that,
Get the
if
fuck
people say this, because they made a lot of quote unquote like Chicanos feel lesser than a Mexicano
mhm,
because of these kind of
yeah,
type of comments
right,
that they would tell to quote unquote pochos and all this other shit. But in actuality, there's always going to be ignorant people. There's always going to be bad apples amongst
mhm,
communities and etc. Right? But
mhm,
I think with somebody within you got to find this within yourself. I don't give a damn what my next countryman tells me. Like, oh,
mhm,
you're not Mexican. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
what do you think Mexican is? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Because Mexican is a nationality. You have to remember this shit. A lot of the times, a lot of the people that say, "Oh, I'm Mexican," or "I'm half Mexican," those individuals are not seeing beyond uh what it really is, which is just a
right.
nationality. But I've
Well, it
said this
depends
before too.
because it depends too, like, it depends how they're using it. 'Cause I know, like, some people, like, they'll
But
hide
there's no such.
behind
It don't matter how they use it because there's no such thing as a fucking racially Mexican.
oh, not racially, I mean, yeah,
But a lot of people use it in that connotation. But there's no such thing.
yeah,
And
yeah,
somebody said to me earlier when I had stated what I just said about, like, oh, it's just because somebody from Latin America, from a Spanish speaking primarily country, says that you're not of whatever because you don't speak Spanish
mhm,
is ridiculous. But fuck, I just lost my train of thought right now.
yeah. No, you yeah,
What I
you were
was trying to
saying,
go
yeah,
with that is that regardless, he stated this. His answer was, "You're only Mexican if you're born in Mexico."
yeah, yeah.
In some instance, there's truth. But then I started to think. I was all like,
'Cause
"Damn,
to
este
me, it
güey
kinda yeah,
this guy
yeah,
got me on stupid because I could have just replied to him like, yo, Mexico is just a government, Mike G.
yeah,
Like, it was once it was obviously it had, Mesoamerica has
yeah,
a history of being made indigenous territories, and then it became Nueva España.
mm,
Like, at that moment when that person said, "Oh, you're only Mexican if you're born in Mexico."
yeah,
Motherfucker, that shit was New Spain, you know? Or
yeah.
would you have been saying that shit? Like, "Oh, you're not Nuevo Spain." You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
But
It's
I think no,
ridiculous.
no, but that
But
just
what
might
I
be
was
like
trying
a
and another reason too, I
yeah,
just wanna say, Mexico sees you, even if you say you're 5 generations in
yeah,
as Chicano or whatever,
mm,
Mexico sees you as a Mexican, dog. Mexico sees me as a Mexican.
mm,
If the government of Mexico sees you as that, then that's what you are regardless of the next countryman.
right,
Because we all know, or at least I would like to think that we all know that Mexico has a lot of classism ideologies,
Mhm.
racism, and etc. Right, colorism, all that goes on in Mexico as well,
Right.
and that's going on here too in United States. You and I know that shit,
Yeah.
right? But look, I'm gonna tell you this something. I'm pretty sure if a white American or a black American goes after you, you know within yourself, I'm fu- I'm a fucking American too.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna feel that little nationalist pride within yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be like that. You're not gonna be so submissive to it. You're
Yeah.
going to be like, yo, I'm an American too, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing I feel like a lot of times people from over here that are come from Latin parts of Latin America, they don't have that sense of fucking national pride that
Yeah.
at all times,
Yeah.
you
Because
know?
I don't know if I would say I have like national pride per se, but like I do know, like obviously, just like I have my dignity as a human being, and
No,
again,
but I mean,
having like the like just knowing I have rights, or the extra rights that I have here, particular rights I
yeah,
have
that's a form of national
in this
pride.
country, or and of course, with the indigenous empowerment of like knowing I belong here
Yeah,
in a lot of different ways, aside from
being
having
politically
citizenship.
involved
Yeah.
in any type of organization is national pride.
Yeah.
Because you're driven by the rights that you were given by the government, whatever government you're at,
Right.
whether it's Mexico or
Yeah.
United States. So you
Yeah.
do within yourself subconsciously, you know that you are American in the eyes of United States,
Right.
paper wise. Now within the country,
But just as a correction
our
too,
country
real quick.
Americans, our
Yeah.
country people, those the country are
Yeah.
nuestro paisanos within United States, because you're my country folk, man, bro.
Mm.
Regardless if we're both Mexicans, descent or whatever. If the African American next door or the white American next door, those are my countrymen. Regardless if my countrymen may see me in a certain light, it don't fucking matter because at the end of the day, paper, I'm still a fucking American, you
Yeah.
know?
But for me,
And
like just as a quick note, like I don't call myself an American like on purpose, anymore. Like I'll say like, yeah, I'm a US citizen. Because to me, like to say in America, at least for me anyway, this is my
yeah.
personal.
No, I get what
Like,
you mean. I know what
yeah,
you mean,
as
but
an American, I'm like nah, like I'm still like I'm a brown indigenous man or whatever, and like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not to separate myself or like not say I don't have this camaraderie or respect for other people who are citizens of this country. It's just like to me, like when I
Yeah,
say
I
for
mean,
me, when I
United
say
States has
I'm
this weird
American, then
fucking
that's
thing,
like
like,
a kind of
in Spanish
a devotion to.
In Spanish sounds more, sounds
Yeah,
more a lot more better, than saying it rather
yeah.
than say United States, I'd rather just say American, we say usted, what would you say again? Usted en I can't even say it right now,
Mm,
but you guys know what I mean.
yeah.
But I think, yeah, it's what I feel a lot of the times Chicanos had that problem, feeling like they don't know where to fit in because their Spanish is very poor or for whatever reason,
Yeah.
maybe because they don't like tortillas or some shit, or because they eat with a spoon or whatever the
It's so
fuck.
many
Like,
it's yeah, I mean, 'cause but then it goes back to, like, again, too, like, I mean, there's so many things we can go on to, but, like, so let's say, okay, let's say from the start, right? Cortez, they overthrow Tenochtitlan, Mexico starts to fall, whatever, Mesoamerica, right? And from that moment, indigeneity gets punished, whatever, whether it's through language, through arts, or whatever, anything that's a sign of indigeneity gets punished, and anything that leans towards European or Eurocentric identity or imagery or whatever, it gets rewarded, right? So you got that, right? So you figure Mexico, there's that own dynamic. Not to say it doesn't happen no more, or people aren't still dealing with that in some form or fashion, right? And then you get that for the Mexicans that come to, have that, that historical situation and trauma or whatever else, or psychology trauma, and they come to the United States or whatever, and then you got that Anglo, extra layer of Anglo oppression, that extra dimension of Anglo fucking punishment of indigeneity, right? So it kind of, it's like a double, it's like a double whopper, like a double cheeseburger of fucking colonization for people who are over here, especially of Mesoamerican background. Does that make sense? I use a lot of analogies, so
nah, you're gonna have to go a little bit more in depth with me with that
yeah.
one because I hear you. You know what I mean? Like when Spain coming over here and and doing what they did,
But
but they
'cause
they
yeah,
obviously didn't do it on their own. Other Nahuas. helped them to take
Yeah.
down Tenochtitlan
But as
because
far
they
as like
didn't.
the colonization goes, as far as as far as how you say the punishment of indigeneity, right? So like let's say even though like the Tlaxcalas or whoever, sided with the Spanish to overthrow the Mexica, whatever, but like as far as really partaking in the destruction of indigenous the destruction and the how you say the disparaging of indigenous everything, culture, language, or whatever too, right? Like I don't think that we partook in that, but as far as the United States goes, like, I guess I forgot we're talking about originally about Chicanos and not feeling a part of the country. I think we were talking about, right? So I think just kind of just giving a little more scope as far as like the double layer of like, okay, the double like not the double layers of not feeling accepted by the dominant society, you know?
Well, all right. Let me ask you.
Yeah.
You identify as a Chicano, right? Correct.
Yeah. Well, what I do, like, cause a lot of times, like, I do identify as Chicano too. But when I talk to people, I try to see where they're at first, and that I'll use different terms, depending on where they're at. You know what I mean? And then with my goal being eventually to kind of get them to see how much indigenous knowledge that they have or background, so I know kind of how much to kind of talk to them or how deep or not to go with them. So, but in
Yeah.
general, yeah, like for the average person, like just maybe watching or whatever, and of brown descent, and the United States, yeah, I would start off, yeah, I'm a Chicano.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you identify as various things. Like myself, I don't really identify as very much.
Mhm.
It's always consistent, the same shit. Like whether it's in English or in Spanish,
Right.
but primarily I just identify as indigena. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
soy indigena. And
Yeah.
I think I not only identify as indigena as like racial identity, which is
Mhm.
and that's a weird thing,
Yeah.
going on there because it's obviously indigena. It's based on Castellano,
Yeah.
and while indigenous is based on in English, and it's like a global term for everything, whether it could be a plant
Yeah. Yeah.
or an animal or whatever,
Yeah. That's why
but
I
for
try to
whatever.
use Amerindian when I can, because
Amerindian,
like you
that's
said, too,
another one
indigenous
too,
is
but
very broad
it
and
still
mm,
lines up with the whole, like,
yeah. Yeah.
but for the most part, I do identify that way in the aspect of
Mm,
racial, but ethnically, I identify as Nawa,
mm,
you know? Um, that's all I really do, like,
yeah.
I suppose that, yeah, I don't feel like I don't have to adjust to anybody, to me personally, I'm
Yeah.
just like, even when I might do my paperwork, I'm like, "Fucking Nawa, dawg," like, Nawa.
Yeah.
It's just who I how I am, like, if I'm more of like, if you have a problem with that, well, approach me, and I'll
Yeah.
tell you what's up, like, you know what I mean? Like, me
Yeah.
identifying as an indígena or a Nahua, like.
Yeah. Like with me, like I kind of like that's how I would like to identify all the time. And like I do, like, ultimately that's really what I'm alluding to. But like a lot of times, like, people just don't know a lot, right? So like for instance, I do a lot of activism out
Yeah,
here, a lot of community
exactly
outreach.
exactly what you just said. People don't know a lot, and that is a perfect moment for you to educate them.
Yeah. But
That's why
yeah.
I don't adjust, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But like it's like this. For me, it's more about like I said, I do a lot of activism, community mobilizing, and I'm all about the education and empowerment, right? So
Mhm,
again, people are different levels, So but like let's say for instance, like when I do activism out here, and then like a lot of times I try to, if I use like the indigenous name too much, like if I say, oh yeah, I'm organizing an indigenous event or an indigenous spiritual event, oh however I'm using the word indigenous, right? Or to the point where like Chicanos a lot of times, or people, Chicanos or Mexican Americans or whatever word they use, like a lot of times they'll miss the connection, right? Like so if I say I'm doing an indigenous event, they'll think that I'm not doing an event for Mexican Chicanos or Spanish speaking indigenous people, right? They think like it's a whole separate thing. There's a big disconnect, right? So I'm thinking, okay, let me use Chicano so I let them know it's for them too. But at the same
mhm.
time, when I get them over here or get them in certain things, really drive it home that I'm not differentiating between, who they are as a brown indigenous person, even if they might use Mexican. I'm not differentiating from them and when I'm talking
Mhm.
about indigenous, but a lot of times in their mind, they're not really making the connection. They think it's a whole different thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, partially,
So
but
like
as
so
well
so
as you
and
were
like so if I always use indigenous all the time, then like okay, I'm not able to connect with a lot of the people I'm trying to like. I think a lot of the work that I try to do, I try to be like a bridge.
mhm,
Not to say I know everything or whatever. I'm like, okay, how do I get this person to try to do better? And all the things I've learned that have helped me and empowered me, mind, body, spirit, whatever. How do I kind of get them over here and not to be over here and just say, like, hey, you need to be over here? Like, I'm trying to kind of walk back and forth and, walk them along the bridge. So that's one
yeah,
analogy I use as far as like my approach for a lot of things.
mhm. I kinda wanna I'm not on
Ask me, homie. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you a question right now that while you were just speaking up,
Mhm.
okay, so I think you and I can agree, or I think most of everybody, the viewers on here, could agree that Chicano is what, basically a Mexican American, correct?
Yeah, a Mexican American. Well, I guess one of the more standard definitions is a Mexican American with a non-Anglo image of himself. So
Mhm.
basically, yeah, a Mexican. I'm a Mexican within the American experience. Yeah.
So, what I was gonna say, let's say hypothetically,
Mhm,
let's obviously this is not something that is occurring, but let's say, hypothetically, suddenly there's no such thing as the United States. There's no such
mhm,
thing of Mexico, and state within every states within those countries, within those 2 countries suddenly became countries. So there would be the country of Guerrero, the country of Oaxaca, the
mhm.
country of Sinaloa, and etcetera, etcetera. How
Yeah.
do you think how would you, and in that hypothetical world,
Mhm.
identify as, and what would that make Chicano?
I would still think it's applicable because again, too, like you could take away like those governmental lines and those whole like
Mhm,
power dynamics, but you can't take away the timeline and the experience of people, right? So like, even if you erase those lines and those states or whatever, like we're still like in rough sense Spanish speaking native people, Spanish speaking, Spanish speaking. Sorry, my dog over here.
no worries. Hasta me asustaste, so I got a little scared. I was like, "Oh, shit." I'm
Oh no,
like,
my
What
dog's
am
over
I
here.
supposed to grab?"
Oh, hold on one sec. Hold on one sec.
Alright.
That's it. So my theo's over here. People keep trying to interrupt over here, but
Nah, nah.
but like again, so like we still have that experience and all that. Like let's say that the the psychological impressions or whatever we've gone through, lack of education or whatever we've been through socially and spiritually over here in the United States that might be different from it is in Mexico or in Canada, whatever. We're still a group of people come from a certain background who've experienced certain things, right? And
Mhm.
collectively have these certain issues and positives and negatives as far as like,
Yeah, I mean,
whatever our
I think
yeah.
I think in I think the quote unquote Mexican American
Mhm,
experience, yeah, classism and racial things,
mhm.
and it's not. I want to say even within Mexico is the same shit. There's people that
Yeah.
experience the same thing, but I think for the most part they don't identify. Like, Mexico has attacked indigenous communities, right?
Mhm,
Correct. Um, I don't think I've ever seen those indigenous communities be like, "Yo, we're Chicanos now," or whatever. Like,
mhm,
our government doesn't fucking like treat us right. They don't. They still, to this day, they still all yell, "Soy Mexicano."
mhm.
But even regardless if Mexico has abused them or manipulated their
Right.
ancestral lands, etc., they still yell, "Que soy Mexicano."
Yeah, just still a bigger identity. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I feel. I feel like the identity of Chicano, I think for the most part, it's not a unique experience that it also occurs within Mexico, or just in Latin America in general. But the reason why I'm bringing all this shit up is because, as I previously said, that imagine if Mexico didn't exist, da 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 da
Mhm,
da, and all every states. I pretty much think that the identity of Chicano would be obsolete, and here's the reason why.
mhm,
Why do I believe this? Because even regardless wherever we're from, even within the state of Guerrero, even whatever state in any state, there's always gonna be, "Oh, we're from the South, we're from the North, we're from the
Mhm.
mountains, we're from the by the plains, we're from, like,
Yeah.
woo."
Some type of
Like,
tribalism or a little different, yeah, area
yeah,
or
so I
west side,
feel,
east side, north side, whatever.
yeah, it's that's something that we just, I don't know if it's unique to Mexico, but I doubt it,
No,
but
like tribalism and stuff like that. People just fall
yeah,
into,
yeah, you know what I mean? So I feel like that
regional
identity,
tribal stuff or whatever.
yeah, I feel most for the most part, that identity would be kinda, like, obsolete. Right now, it is
Yeah.
only existing because these countries exist,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
could
just feel
no,
there's,
I
like,
can see that possibility. I mean, because ultimately, like, because even with all stuff I do too, like I said, like I try to be a bridge and like get people to like just step better and really kind of not hide their indigeneity, right? Let their indigenous energy and spirit out, right? So
mhm,
like, I mean, ultimately, like, let's say all these nations dissipate, and yeah, eventually, like the idea is like, how can we get back to as tribal as possible? You know what I mean? And like keep that,
yeah.
and
But, I mean, we
because even if
also
like
gotta,
let's say like people like let's say even like if or like most of my family's Purepecha, right? So let's say if I go back and like the Purepecha from my family areas from like say like they don't accept me or whatever, and, like okay, I'm still gonna like fall in line somewhere, and people are gonna create something. Know what I mean? Even if like
yeah,
their exact tribe doesn't or
yeah,
whatever
that's why.
community doesn't like, take them back.
No, I get it. I was gonna say I just seen a comment right now. It's like, "Oh, Chicanos are social political, like, and it's still a political movement or whatever." I'm gonna tell you straight up, white Americans don't see Chicanos, they see fucking Mexicans, right? They see that.
Mhm,
And it's still prove, even regardless of whatever those political Chicanos did, whatever they did, stand up for social rights, etc.
yeah.
Woo, woo, woo.
'Cause I think it's more 'cause it has, like, a very strong political
I know,
identity,
but
you know what I mean?
there's some people that just irritate me when they say stupid comments like, our one of the candidates of United States election
Mhm,
recently stated about burying a quote unquote Chicana, but she was a Mexican American,
mhm,
um, burial, and it was, I guess it cost around 60,000. And what he stated was in frustration, he was like, "What the like? It don't cost 60,000 to bury no fucking Mexican." And this person, it was a U.S., part of the military, and regardless that because she was, even if regardless she was American and Mexican, or she might have identified as a Chicana politically, there's no political fucking identity of Chicano, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at.
like,
If the
what do you mean?
fucking
Like,
if the ex-president stated that this Mexican American U.S. soldier was seen as a fucking Mexican for the cost of her burial, which was like 60,000.
mhm,
Like, what does that tell you as for Chicano to be a quote unquote political identity when the ex-president has, and he's not the only one, bro. You know what I
mhm,
mean? And this is just recent.
mhm.
If if these political figures don't even acknowledge, this quote unquote political movement as a movement,
They don't
and we're
need to.
just simply seen as Mexican.
They don't need to though. 'Cause, like, I mean, do we like, I mean, do you need other people to validate that you're indigenous, you know?
Now, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so,
But
like, a
that
lot of time it's like it's I think
but
it's important, but I think it's
one's a
more
racial and
important.
the other one's is, I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
the other one is. One's racial.
Yeah, like,
So,
so, like, it's not like, I say, like, I think it's more about, Chicanos ourselves knowing this identity as, an anchor point, for a deeper knowledge of ourselves and a deeper camaraderie with ourselves, right? Kinda sticking to our values and things like that, regardless of, like, any kind of, political entity, recognizes us as a Chicano or even knows these terms, right? Which is probably better that they don't, because that way we can move a lot more freely and do what we gotta do, and they just think we're a little Mexican, and they don't know that, like, we got the secret Jedi code words or whatever. So that's just my quick take on it.
I mean, that would be. I know what you mean. I see what you're trying to say with that, but I mean, I don't really, I don't really see that, mano. Like I don't. I know
Like what?
you might see that. Just this so-called unity, bro. I don't see no damn unity, dog.
Well, I
I
mean,
never have.
well, I
For
mean,
being a brown indigenous man
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's about like like this,
and
like
Mexican American. I've seen a
yeah.
lot of racial shit within our community, and
Oh yeah.
suddenly because another person from a different part of the I mean, for you're from a different county, I'm
Mm,
from a different county, and suddenly because somebody from a different county is stating, "Oh, we're united," maybe in your fucking 2 or 3 blocks radius,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
that
I mean,
unity ain't reaching Santa Barbara, dude. That
yeah. No.
unity ain't
Yeah.
reaching Oakland, Chicago. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no unity. Let's be real. There's no unity. There's
I wouldn't
no
say. I wouldn't say
proper
there's.
education. There's a lot of enthusiasts
Yeah.
and dreamers,
Yeah.
but
I
I don't
wouldn't say
see
there's.
anything.
Sorry,
I
my
don't
dog's
think
over tripping.
that's cool. What kind of dog you have, by the way?
A little Chihuahua.
Un chivato.
So I have like this light on my bed, right? I have a real small room, and then like he likes to get in the blanket and kind of like bury himself in the blanket, and then the blankets are pushing against the pole and then knocking over the pole. So anyway, he's small,
Yeah,
but he's
yeah, yeah.
big. He moves big. But yeah, as far as like the unity goes, I guess going back with the Chicano identity, it's like it's like say it's a reference point, it's an anchor point. You know what I mean? And it's like it's something that we can work towards, right? Like so, like it's kind of like a seed, right? If you plant it, you water it, you take care of it, and the more people we can get to kind of tend to it, the more we can kind of create some kind of like baseline, system of values and kind of make communication to get things going. Because believe me, dude, like out here too, like I mean, almost every county, every neighbor, every has like its own gang. So I'll just as much as there's unity in certain respects, there's a lot of not unity at the same time. So
No, of course not.
I mean, it's work again too. It's work, and dealing with different power dynamics. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean.
Like
It's a
here's a like
process, and it's huh?
it's been a prolonged process. I don't even think it'll change anytime
Yeah, I
soon.
mean, but
But
it's never gonna
it's
be like.
like
I mean, 'cause
I remember this. I remember this. Like here's another example. I remember this. I think she was a Chicana for the most part. She was Mexican American, but she was like a political administration. I forgot what Los Angeles County, I suppose, or somewhere around there, where she was referring to quote unquote other Mexicans as Oaxaquitas.
Mhm,
You know, and this is what is like. There, you know what I'm saying? What I see in the third person perspective here is I
yeah,
see a Mexican American that sees herself higher than the indigenous Mexicano.
mm,
And this is a Chicana that was a part of the political chairman or some shit. I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah,
She resigned from her position when that those audio tapes were leaked out to the public,
oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I know you're talking about.
So
Yeah,
uh that
yeah,
was a Chicana that said that, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. No, I
she
know. I mean,
fits the category,
and that's
Mexican
the thing too.
American.
It's like it's like there's always like different, like there's not like every individual has their own dynamics of how much they've been colonized and how much they
Yeah, I know what
how
you're
much
saying,
power
but
they have and how they abuse things or whatever. And clearly
yeah.
she wasn't raised. She might be Mexican in a lot of different ways, but when it comes down to it, she has this very kind of a hierarchical, top-down view of her own
Yeah,
people.
but it's
Which is
not
not
unique to
good.
her, bro. From my experience, I've seen a lot of that shit, and I'm pretty sure you have yourself as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah.
Being I'm pretty sure you've been discriminated by your physical appearance,
Oh
your
yeah.
attire,
Mhm.
etc.
Right.
Uh, you know, uh, even within the fucking our own community, I'm pretty sure people te han criticado por like how you look or whatever, por tus
Yeah.
big old earrings or
Mhm.
lo que sea.
Yeah.
Like, uh,
No, no, yeah, no, that's the thing too. Like,
that's why I feel there's no unity, there's no respect and proper education within our own community
mm,
to quote unquote break these fucking chains that we have amongst our community. There's
Right.
no there's no education about proper education about colorism, racism amongst
Exactly.
our community. If we
Yeah.
don't even have that,
No, I agree.
how can
I
we
agree.
begin how can we begin to have unity amongst the community when people are still utilizing what we've learned by from colonialism and
Right.
from what we've learned from foreigners, as you
Yeah.
say,
The lateral
and
oppression.
yeah. So I don't know.
No, I
I just
agree.
feel
No, like yeah, and that's a lot of the reason like my work too. Like I try to get away from like the like obviously the optics. And I don't know if you watch any of my videos or whatever too, but lately I've been talking about kind of because one thing for people who are rediscovering themselves, you get excited over like, oh yeah, the indigenous jewelry and the t-shirts and whatever, and that's cool, but like at some point you have to kind of mature from that and kind of really get down to the self-reflective work, or like it's like going back to the values, like find out when to studying it in the books, and then at the same time trying to talk with people as much as you can in different parts of Mexico, whatever, and like what are our values, what like how does that translate to what I'm doing over here, etc. So I think a lot of, and this is my experience too. And like a lot of the reason I started my website too was because at the time there wasn't the only real indigenous presence online was Mexica movement, right? And all due respect to like, how a lot of the good stuff they did, but like I was like, just a lot of it was, kind of problematic as well, even though a lot of it was, I learned from it and it really kind of helped kind of like waking me up a little bit. There was like very kind of a stagnant, type of attitude. And I still kind of see that around, and that's still kind of how I orient my content. 'Cause I think a lot of people like they cop in the movement and like, oh yeah, they're wearing the jades and whatever, and that's beautiful, the jade and the whole, indigenous aesthetic, right? But at the same time, like if we're not really kind of trying to get right inside with our values and how we treat each other and things, like let's say example like chomos, right? If we can agree that like okay, chomos are like can't be at our events and they get smashed down. If we can agree on that, then it's like okay, like but at the same time, you're over here rocking, you're indigenous and you're rapping, oh yeah, revolutionary, Mexica, wah wah wah, bang, whatever, I'm sure you see a lot of
yeah.
people online too. So it's like, and that looks all fine and dandy. I get the motivational part of that stuff, but at the same time, if we're not really getting down to the real values and honing it
Yeah,
down
I
on
mean,
an
all that
everyday
shit that you
level,
speak of is
it's
the
not gonna work.
illusion.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I try to get to.
All of that is the illusion,
Yeah.
That's and I've always
And it plays a role,
this
but
is
at the
the
same
reason
time, it's
this
like if
is
there's no substance, it's not like it's kind of like you're like a studio gangster, but right, like you're a studio indígena, I guess, or something. Huh?
yeah, 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 like a pretendian, así le
Yeah.
dicen. Um, I think that's the reason why a lot of the times I'm quote unquote controversial or disliked because of my comments that I make. I
Mhm,
do want the same shit. I do want unity. I do want, you know, that are people of
mhm,
various background to triumph,
mhm,
to come up and be successful and be successful that they don't forget who they genuinely are
mhm,
or where they or where they came from, you know?
mhm.
I remember this one time, like this is like family experience here. I remember one time one of my nephew, it's the only motherfucker I have. He was talking about like money, like like money was like all of that. I
Yeah.
should have beat the shit out of my brother, but because that's only telling. It's like, damn, what the hell you teaching my nephew, homie? Like,
Mhm,
so I felt that I had to tell my nephew, like, hey, the world's not the world's not about money, bro. Like,
mhm,
people may see that shit, uh, say that it is about money, which in
mhm,
some aspects it is, but I was trying to show him the value of like a family, of appreciation, of these little things. And he's grown up now. I don't know if he still thinks that way, but if he does, oh man. But that's where I feel like a lot of the times people don't really educate. Me trying to educate my nephew to try to be humble and try to be comprehensive in the privileges that we all have. Including you
mhm,
yourself and my, etc. And me. Uh, you know, being up here talking, discussing about identity, whether it's indigenous identity which is political identity, I suppose,
mhm.
and various other things. Uh,
Yeah.
that is a privilege. You know,
Yeah.
having access to internet and all these other things.
Yeah.
And and so what I'm trying to get at is that we try to advocate for things, but it's just sometimes people don't want that change, bro. Because like I said, I do say things that is, I guess, anti-Chicano or make
Yeah,
statements that are anti-Chicano or whatever. But
yeah,
and that's because I believe that we should all like those that descend primarily more with their indigenous identity to identify as indigena, because your
yeah,
people identify as that. The
yeah,
majority of the people in Mesoamerica or Amid America, they all
mm,
identify as indigena.
yeah.
Um, though
But I think too. Yeah, go ahead.
Mexico does have its social issues too. A lot of the times people don't even want to identify with indigena, and they just want
Yeah,
to live life the way that it is. But I feel
right.
like that's a stagnant life. Like,
Yeah,
you're not a spiritual life. It's not you're not really having a fulfillment of that void within yourself that we
yeah.
all have.
You're
That
not
makes
living to
it
your full. You're not living to your full capacity of who you are and who you
yeah,
can be. You're living like this
yeah,
kind of template, this template
yeah.
cookie
I
cutter
mean,
of what they want you to be,
yeah,
right?
there you go. There you go. And I feel like a lot of times people, at least now, this younger generation of quote unquote Chicanos are that they're just kind of like following up this like weird tradition. But that tradition is not really of indigena anymore,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah,
Like it's like it's for example the Aztec danza, like they call it Aztec danza, but that is not even Aztec danza. It's not even a Mexica danza. It's Chichimeca, Otomi, you know. The danza only occurred. They only called it Azteca danza because an Otomi gentleman came from Querétaro, went to Mexico City,
mhm,
started this fucking conchero danza, and they just renamed it to Azteca danza because obviously Mexico City was Tenochtitlan, but Azteca danza is not even a traditional, authentic thing to
yeah.
the Aztecas.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know too much about the history of the danza. I have a lot of friends who do danza stuff like that too. But
Yeah, yeah, but a lot
but
of
I, I
that.
think too what happens too, like brother, because like you have a really good, you have a really strong audience, and there's a lot that you offer too. But I think a lot of times, maybe in your frustration, like you get like you get more abrasive than you have to with people. Because even like now, like right now, like when you're talking, just like something like I'm reflecting on, like
Mhm.
when you were saying like it's not authentic, right? Like so, like it's one thing to say like how you say especially when it comes to
Yeah,
spirituality, like
I mean,
it's one thing to say like okay, that's not traditional, or that's not exactly how it was done. It's an adaptation or deviation from this style or whatever too. But when you kind of say oh like, I mean I'm just kind of just I'm saying
no,
how
I
I
know,
interpret it,
I know what
right?
you're
So like
saying. Like I'm coming up too strong, too bold. And
not too bold, but even like even just the words, like you said, like oh it's inauthentic, right? So like oh okay, but at the same time it's
but
like
I know, but when I make statements like that, it's because it's based on a fact, and a fact does not care about your emotion or my emotion or anybody's emotion. A fact is a fact,
yeah, but like but at the same
So
time too, like when I think with mhm. But hear me real
that's
quick.
why
So hear
I
me real
come
quick.
out
So
so strong, or like or however you want to perceive it as.
yeah.
But
But
it's
hear me out though. So like real quick. So like, but I think when it comes to matters of spirituality, like you can't really people can't really say what's real and what's not. You know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of times spirituality is like a very personal thing, and like people have their own
oh yeah,
experience, and
yeah,
sometimes
yeah. I
I'm
know,
sure you have
I know you.
I'm sure you have. Hold on, but I'm sure you have experiences that you can explain. You know what I mean? But if you tell someone they're like, oh yeah, whatever, or oh that fool's crazy or whatever, like let's say you saw a ghost or you see ghosts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like. So like let's say like okay, this style of danza is like it's not the original danza and it's misnamed, and yeah, we can agree on that stuff too. But at the same time, too, like if you like kind of, but if you disparage people's like spirituality, like it's something to call out like labels and give history on labels and dynamics about things. But like if you kind of like make people feel bad for like how they have a spiritual way that's good for them and it's helped their family or whatever, and that like again too, because I said, yeah, you have a lot to offer, you know what I mean? And it's like I
Yeah,
hate to
yeah,
see
yeah.
people like you turn off people that you can help in the long run, you know? But I get your frustration because I get frustrated with a lot of things in the movement too, and people not doing
Yeah, yeah.
this or doing too
Of
much of
course,
that, you know what I
I
mean?
mean,
But
I know
that's just
that I'm well aware that you're very passionate of what you do, and I
Mhm.
respect that. I respect everybody's passion, and I also say what I just feel what I feel like I want to inspire for people to grow out of this cage that we developed for ourselves sometimes,
Mhm.
or this cage that we are put on living in here on this side of the world. But I mean, living on the United States.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to answer this person's
Oh, yeah, for sure.
statement. He is a purist. What I find it to be funny about that is that what I try to be is conserving the fragments that are left from colonialism. And because I state or say things that for you to perceive as a purist, that's fine. You could believe that. But in my mentality, I see that I'm trying to make that effort and restoring and preserving what was genuine. That is where my heart is at.
Mhm.
And if you think that's because I am trying to be, conserving that,
Mm.
consider purism for you, then so be it. But you know, just wanted to point that out because I hear a lot of people making those type of comments.
Mhm.
And a
Right,
lot
right.
of times it's just like it's ridiculous, dog. Calm down, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But again, too, I think if we focus, like, whatever, people are gonna have different types of feelings and be sensitive or oversensitive or whatever, you know what I mean? But, like, ultimately, what's the end goal, right? Is just to help the people, right? To recover their
A
true
huevo, of
selves, their
course.
true capacity
Yeah,
or
of
whatever, too.
course.
And, like, a lot of times, you gotta have, not saying you per se, but, like, in general, like, and that I've had to learn this for myself too, because I get frustrated. Oh, we're not moving fast enough, or like, oh my god, these motherfuckers are still
I
fucking calling
mean,
their event
it's 'cause
Latino event or whatever. I'm mad about all kinds of different shit. You know what I mean? But I said like, okay, like
we
I
got
feel like,
a lot to
yeah,
work on amongst our community. A
yeah,
whole lot of our,
yeah.
whole lot of shit, bro. And
But
I
like,
think,
and then,
like
like,
I
and you're
said,
never
there's
gonna, like make everyone happy, But I just think there's a lot of people that you do turn off, because a lot of people were like, oh, I feel it gets on my nerves or whatever, Like, okay, cool,
yeah,
but
yeah. But that's
but
because
I'm
they don't
on here
understand
because I want to have a conversation and kind of whatever, because we all have our
our
personal
disagreements.
motives and our reasons for why we feel the way we feel or do what we do. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that was my goal for a lot of this too. Like, okay, how do we understand each other and kind of like, okay, like, how do we
yeah.
start to agree on some goals? You know what I mean? So let's say we disagree on like all these things about like
Well,
Chicano this or whatever. Like, well,
the
what are some things that we can like agree on that we can work towards that like even people in the
mhm.
comments
Well,
who
yeah,
don't like you can
I
like, oh yeah, get on board with.
feel like people like you and I or anybody that gives a damn, I guess, so to say, when we even regardless if we have our disagreements and etc., like or views about things, that's beautiful, bro. I mean, I'm glad that you have your own views. Why? Because I feel that whoever I inspire and whoever you inspire, yeah, there might be some conflict at first,
Mhm,
but at the end there will be a resolution, bro. Because why? Because we descend from beautiful, strong people, bro. You know,
mhm,
with various indigenous, you know, ethnic groups, etc. And I think that's what life is about. Exchanging perspectives, changing knowledge, changing all that, to get to wherever we're gonna get to. Like right now, we're speaking about Chicanoism. Maybe 100 years from now, who knows what the fuck that's gonna be,
mhm.
Like, but I hope the indigenous identity still exists
Yeah,
and restore itself by that time.
yeah. And
But
I
who
see,
knows,
I mean, it's like, because like, I think that it is. And I mean, I think right now, what's happening right now, you get all these people. This is my rough kind of like interpretation of like things in general, like collectively, where it's, whether it's Chicanos or Mexicanos or whatever in the US or in Mexico, like there's a resurgence of pride and indigeneity. And there's all kinds of new like knowledge and critical thinkers coming up and programs, whatever, too. So we're kind of like, oh, we're all in this big indigenous pool. And it's like, okay, it's getting crowded and people aren't really whatever. There's a lot of things going on, when the more you get into a crowd space, things start to happen, people elbowing each other or whatever, so to speak. But I think it's just a matter before like, a lot of that kind of chaos starts to kind of like find its order, not that's gonna be perfect and perfect at the seams or whatever, but it's gonna organize itself somehow, some way. And again too, like it's kind of like I It's kind of like another analogy is like it's like if you have a dam, right, of water, and it's all pent up, right? You break that dam, that water's gonna go everywhere. Trees are gonna get crushed, and it's gonna be all kinds of like chaos. But at some
Yeah,
point,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that water's gonna like find its little groove and find its little channels, and it's gonna keep on flowing and be free, you
That's a
know.
great
And I think
analogy.
right
Yeah,
now
I know
we're in
where you're
that
going with that.
chaos. I think we're in that chaos mode right now. People are just, we're trying to find our way, and we're still under oppression in various ways. And I think that's where we're at right now. It's all gonna come into order down the line. We just gotta do our jobs in the moment, you know.
Yeah, I think the indigenous identity has most definitely r- interest has raised
Hmm.
dramatically in the last couple of years,
Hmm.
and yeah, you're right. We're definitely in the clash state, at least within United States, and
Yeah,
amongst the quote unquote Mexican American community
yeah,
or Mexican community,
right.
and that's dope. I love that analogy that you just said, man. That shit was a great one.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thanks. Yeah, yeah. Fucking. Something else I was gonna ask you too. I forgot what it was.
Yeah. Okay. If we, oh, we've hit an hour 11 minutes,
Hmm.
Mano. Would you like to continue, or
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
good.
just
Yeah,
say that?
yeah. I'm
You
free,
sure?
bro. Yeah,
We'll hit it up for another
I'll
for
get
an
to the
hour, 2 hours,
down to
the
the real
max
stuff
two
off or
hours,
whatever,
almost the max 2 hours, or at least get
Yeah.
close to that.
Okay.
If any of you guys have a question, feel free to comment. I'll display it on the screen for Kimichi Pili to either answer it or myself. Feel, we're welcome.
Yeah. Wait, let me ask something real quick. So, like, how did you gravitate towards the name Kiyahuitl?
Kiyahuitl,
Yeah, Kiyahuitl. Yeah. How did you gravitate towards that name, or how did
like a
you?
like many like many fucking people, dog. The internet,
Yeah, yeah.
but I wish I was
But like,
given.
what
I
pulled you
wish
towards that name? Like, what this? I
I
mean,
don't
there's
even know,
something
man. I don't.
symbolic or something energetical.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I wish I could tell you that.
Yeah.
I
You just saw it, say
definitely.
like, I like that name, and I'm gonna go with it, or what?
I guess so. Yeah, at first, but then I feel there has to be a reason why
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
picked that shit. Like, like who knows? Maybe the ancestors. I don't fucking know.
yeah. It's like an
But
oracle card, right? Like you pull the card, but you don't know exactly what it means yet. You're like, okay,
yeah,
I picked that card. It's
I,
my card now, so I'm a.
I still haven't found a word. I still haven't found somebody whom I respect, like super beyond my own fucking views.
Mm,
In order to be named.
mm,
As of now, I feel like a yegua.
mm.
Just.
Did you ever read that? I mean, I don't know how much you went through my website. I know you said that one page you read, but
Oh, not very much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't go on your website very much,
Mhm,
but I did come across it a couple of
mm,
times.
mm,
But it's, it's not because I didn't like what I saw or whatever.
mm.
It's just how I am, bro. Like I don't
Yeah.
really
No,
like
the reason I
lurk
ask
on
is because
everything.
yeah, no, the reason I ask is because I have an article that I wrote like about Aztec naming, Nahuatl naming, right? I forgot what the title did. I forgot they had put something like, oh, how do you get your
Yeah, most
Nahuatl
people
name or whatever too.
I want to think there's a misconception that people get named by the calendar, or so quote unquote the calendar,
So
and I
so
think
so like so yeah, I address all that in there, but yeah, because there's
yeah,
different.
I
Well, from my
agree.
understanding too, there's different ways to get named, and like so. But I kind of went through that too, because again, people have their different conceptions or like
Yeah, I've
or
seen some
perceptions of what it
census like
takes or whatever. So huh?
old census of Mexico census, so to say, or Nueva España census.
Mm.
Ooh, some of the Nahuatl names are pretty messed up.
I mean, it's for like the spelling or like their interpretation or
No, the
like
meaning of it. I know that the spelling of it is messed up still, regardless. But
yeah.
it'll be like it would be like the Stone Man, or sad, or a lone woman, or like a lonely woman. Big year.
Mhm.
Like it's just like these
Just like raw, kind
like
of like whatever. But that's how like a lot. I
well,
mean, because like in that article that I wrote too, like I
no,
wrote like
it's
years
because
ago, but like because a lot of times too, like there's different ways that people were named, right? So it's like a lot of times
yeah,
it could have been
but I
by
want
your
to
characteristics, your behavior, your vibe, or it could have been by
yeah,
the
I think
calendar
for a lot
too,
of times
or it
the
could have
people
been
were named
yeah,
what they were self-conscious of, like and it still kind of goes on to this.
yeah,
Indigenous people name you shit that you're not really like uh confident of or whatever,
Yeah,
you know, whatever it may
yeah,
be. Big ass nose, big ass
yeah,
ears, big belly, gordo, short,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
all these
See,
like
like
terminologies. That shit was being used in Mesoamerica way before
that's what I like
pre-colonial.
to call. I like to call that indigenous, like indigenous. What's the word?
Como
Is,
carrilla en Spanish. Ahorita
indigenous
le dicen
tendencies, right? Indigenous tendencies, right? Like there's things like, even though people like, let's say they identify as Hispanic, but they do all these indigenous things, right? They're just like sleepwalking
yeah.
indigenous people.
All right, let's see if we got any questions here. There's not a question, there's a statement. Yeah, right. That's right. That's right. But let's go to another one. Yeah, I don't see any questions. You see any questions, Manu?
Let's agree. Some of the no, I don't see. Spanish. Not really. No, I don't see anything.
Now, ni madres. Nobody has no damn questions. All right. Is there anything you want to share?
Um, no, well, just I mean, I guess in the beginning, I didn't get to really kind of like let people know too much. I mean, some folks in here, like I see in the timeline that I know, or in the comments that I know, or that know me, but I guess just I don't know, like just just I think I mentioned I live I'm over here in West LA, Venice area. I'm out here, and the fifth generation, I do like a lot of native activism. I love activism in general, but and I got of course the SixthSunRidaz website, which is I've had since 2012 now, and I just started making these videos. Um, trying to think what else,
Yeah. So we got one question right here for
mm,
you. Mike, are you AIM?
and my aim, my American Indian movement. Well, well, okay. I I used to be the vice chair of the original Southern California AIM chapter back in the day, but I left the chapter scenario back in like 2017. So, but my homie Alvi in Arizona. Shout out to Alvi. He gave me this shirt the other day, and so I guess technically a lot of old school aimsters that I work with, or I'm still cool with, they say that I'm still AIM. So I'll say that I'm AIM in that regard, but I'm not active in any kind of like chapter or things like that. I kind of just I'm like a solo writer, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got another question here. Uh, how do you how do you feel about Shine Bonham trying
Sheinbaum,
to
the
appeal?
new Mexican president.
Uh,
Yeah. So like, how do you feel about her? How do you feel trying her to appeal to natives? Um, that's a good topic. You're aware of that, right? How she tried to she asked Spain for an apology on behalf of Native people. You seen that, right?
yeah. Well, it was Alamo
Yeah.
that did that first. He initiated
No,
it,
wait, well, I
and
think he first asked for it, but and then she doubled down, and then she like disinvited him from, I think, her inauguration or whatever.
they
And so that
didn't they didn't disinvite her. They didn't disinvite Spain. Spain just didn't show up.
no, she did. She disinvited the King of Spain. I think
Mm.
the Spanish ambassador was there, but I think I'm pretty sure 99% sure she disinvited um the King of Spain.
Yeah, I heard something about that
Yeah,
around those
but me like
lines. I
I
didn't
did a
look
video
into
about
it.
that. Yeah, I did a video about that just because I'm trying to like do like topics that are kind of like coming up and just trying to just kind of
Mhm.
get warmed up with the YouTube thing. But I mean, personally, I think it was more like not that she doesn't have any kind of sincerity in her heart for like indigenous causes, but I just think it's kind of like showboating a little bit.
Mhm. Okay, I got a question from Ashoke. Question for Kiawi. Hypothetically, Russia was to conquer U.S. and put in its coup with Chicanos. So he only lets Chicanos slide. So would you identify as Chicano? Chales tamales. I won't, bro. I'm sorry. I won't. I'd rather die for what I believe in. And if it's dying young, then so be it. That's how
Yeah,
the ancestors wrote it, and then I'm only
yeah,
living it.
right, right. So like, I'm curious, like with you, because like you've been doing like when you start doing your videos on YouTube, like did you really start doing like the now what videos off the back, or did you just like you started seeing like people wanted to do that? Because I feel like the now what like the language, it's very like attractive and it gets a lot of attention, because even on my website, like Like,
Yeah.
I have a
Well,
page
it's
of
'cause
basic Nahuatl
this
phrases, and that page just gets fucking like 10,000 fucking views a day. You know what I mean? It's all this basic stuff, but
yeah, well, I kinda
yeah,
started because of fucking I was seeing white people doing that shit. I was like, "What the fuck?"
yeah,
Like
yeah,
like, I was like, "What the heck is this shit?"
yeah.
Uh, and then it just rolled out after that, I
Mhm,
started to get criticism, and then I ended up getting my mentor,
mhm,
Chris Quautley.
mhm.
I've been mentioning him frequently right now.
Yeah, I was watching the video, with you and him the
And
other day. Yeah.
yeah, so,
I didn't see the whole thing,
I
but
give him a lot of respect because he came at me in a what I believe to be a respectful manner.
yeah,
Though we do have our differences, we most definitely have our differences,
yeah,
but regardless, I still respect his knowledge and
yeah.
his
Yeah, he's been around for a while. Yeah. I mean, I don't know him personally, and I don't think we haven't really engaged too much online, but he's been around for a long time, and he's very dedicated too, and there's not a lot of
yeah,
people
hell yeah, that's
who've
what
been around as long as we have and who are dedicated and still doing the thing, so, shout out to him too.
I think he's like your age or somewhere around there.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
like
think, yeah, we're like, yeah, we're in the
your
same age range.
generation, if that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Alright,
I'm
let's
also learning,
see.
about Purepecha too, I was taking, Purepecha language classes, and it was cool to kinda see the similarities, 'cause I studied a lot of Nahuatl, when I've had time and, kind of I feel like I have a good feel for, like, I have a really good understanding of, like, the words and, like, kinda like the basic, like, how the words are formed and some of the meanings, I just
Mhm.
um, so it's cool to see that,
I
like,
got
in the Purepecha language too, how, like, it has
yeah, yeah,
similar
yeah.
kind of the way it's put together or the numbers or certain kind of little lot of similarities in the patterns you can see.
You
Different
know what?
words, obviously, but
I wanna
yeah.
say this shit. I get a
Mhm,
lot of Budapecha. I see Budapecha presence in my following,
mhm.
and I don't really I don't attack them or anything like that, but every once in a while, they some of them feel arrogant and be like, "Yo, the Michigans never defeated the Budapechas."
Oh,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
it's like, yeah, so fool,
Yeah. "Oh, we're enemies,
Buda
fool, we're enemies."
like Budapecha never defeated the Mexica either. Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, you guys might have had victories over us on battles or whatever for territory or whatnot,
Mhm.
but you guys never defeated us either, dog. Like,
But
what are
I
you
like,
tripping on, fool?
are they saying, like, seriously? Like, are they serious, like, invested, or they're kinda trying to fuck around with you? 'Cause sometimes I'll say it to people, but,
I
like,
wanna
I'll
say
kinda
some of
just,
them are
like,
genuine
I'll be,
about
like,
it.
playful, I won't be,
I
like,
I I
serious
I
about it.
think some of them are genuinely, like, feeling arrogant about it. Some are probably just fucking around, obviously, but stating facts, that
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they didn't, uh, beat, in combat the Mexicas, of course it did.
Mhm.
It happened, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to be like, just ignore that or whatever?
Right.
But I also know that that wasn't the only battle. I
Right.
mean, what the heck? We just only battled once, and now we're, like, mortal enemies? Like,
Yeah.
rivals? Like,
Yeah.
there had to been multiple fucking territory issues. There
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to been multiple skirmishes.
yeah,
So, I'm pretty sure Michigan has won some of them and
yeah,
vice versa.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, like, how proficient would you say you are with the Nahuatl language? Like, from, like, on a scale of, like,
I can
1 to 10,
I
like,
can
what yeah.
I'm at the stage where I'm able to construct on, phrases.
Mhm.
I still haven't got I'm educating my students for them to get to my point, so we can be able to actually start to conversate
Right,
in a manner that, we're learning.
right. What are
So,
some of your
I don't wanna say I kinda wanna say that I'm not, like, fluent, like, lo puedo hablar así on top of
yeah,
that but I'm raising my vocabulary every day,
mhm,
you know?
that's good shit.
So,
What are some other, like, what are some of your other favorite Nahuatl online or social media Nahuatl, speakers or teachers?
other content creators that speak
Yeah,
Nahuatl,
yeah. Some of
well,
your
Chris,
favorite ones or
obviously, Jalisco Nahuatl, Chris Cuauhtli, pues, that's one
yeah,
right there. There's a guy named, he's from Mexico City. His variant is, Masehuacopa. His name is, his handle is, Catli no, wait. See, I think it's Zipacli clan or something like that.
mhm,
That's him. There's, brother from El Salvador that I every once in a while shine light. You know, I like to show love to all my Nahuas, fool.
Mhm,
Not so much than the Huasteca though, but
mhm,
but for the most part, yeah, I try to. Yeah, I just some other fools that are like really son de Mexico way. You know, they're from Mexico
yeah,
and they don't really know. They speak it, but they don't know how to really. They don't know how to write it Nahuatl.
yeah.
You know, so it's like one of those.
What do you mean, like, write it?
I,
Like the actual, like, spelling, you mean? Or like the
yeah, they don't know how to write Nahuatl. Like fluent speakers, they don't know how to
ah, yeah, I got you. Yeah,
write
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They only know how to speak it.
Yeah.
It's like me at one point. Like my first language was Spanish, bro. As a
Mhm,
little kid, I grew up. I ended up partially losing it because I was going to school,
mhm,
American United States fucking education
right.
system. I learned English. I learned how to write it and all that. And in my adolescence, I began to teach myself how to write in Spanish,
Mhm,
bro.
right.
Like, you know, yo me eduqué solo a escribir. It may not be the perfect Spanish,
Mm,
but at least I taught myself how to write that motherfucker, you know, like,
right, right.
so I think that's what kind of going on with them. Like they speak it, but they didn't never had the need to like write it or who knows whatever the experience might be, you know. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, there's some people that I follow. They're from Puebla, obviamente de Guerrero, um, shit like that. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. I feel
Mhm,
like the ones that I name are not uh really envious.
mhm.
There's a couple of envious people, um, because I
Like what? Like
teach.
they be hating on you or what? They be
Yeah, the only reason why is because I translate Nahuatl into English and Spanish,
mhm,
while they're only teaching it from a Spanish perspective to Nahuatl,
mhm, right.
and some of them don't really like the fact that I teach it in English. They're
Mm,
like, "Oh, you know, porque estás educándolo en inglés and this and that." Like originally, I was gonna stop, bro. I was gonna stop teaching, translating things in English,
mhm,
and just straight up Castellano, just
right.
Spanish. But when me di cuenta that they were like that, some of them are upset that I'm teaching it in English. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna
That's
continue
weird.
now."
Yeah, I don't get it. That's
I
I
know,
don't
bro. Everybody has their own fucking ideas. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's what it's like. Some of them. There's some Huasteca speakers that are from Mexico. They're Mexican American. You know, también Chicanos.
yeah.
Um, they don't like that I'm doing classical Nahuatl.
Mm,
You know, they don't. There's people that just don't like it. But that's because we all have our own different views and shit like that.
yeah. And that's the thing too. I think
Uh,
about when it comes to like all indigenous stuff too. Is like at least for me, like my general view is like you know what, like we could argue about how we're gonna do it as long as we're going in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like so, like if people are learning, teaching, now what, whatever, and some people might not be doing this particular thing right or that way. Like if we're, especially given the collective state of Mexican brown people, like as long as we're moving that direction, like we could fight, dude. But let's fight and keep the shit moving in the indigenous direction. You know?
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's what's been my experience with people, you know, with Nahuatl, and for whatever reason, I've been fucking fortunate
Yeah,
to have the audience that I have.
yeah,
You know, I'm very passionate to what I do too. You know, in my studies, and then a lot of times I've always state like, "Yo, I'm not a fluent speaker, dog. Like, you know,
yeah.
I don't have. I'm not embarrassed of it.
Hmm.
I'm in the learning process myself, but I do know a lot about Nahuatl, and it's like
Right.
compounds and honorifics, manners, and stuff like that. Sometimes some of the things slip my mind, but I do know it. I just, you know, and then word orders and proper grammar
Yeah,
and shit like that. And sometimes I'll make pronunciation mistakes,
yeah,
but I never stated that I was a fucking like, you know what I mean, like a damn now guru or some shit. You know, like
yeah, yeah,
I'm only just doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what I can.
yeah,
At
yeah.
first, I was having fun with it, but now it just feels like a fucking feels like a holiday, dog. Like really, like you
Well,
know,
because it comes,
when
but because I think with this too, at least, I mean, I'm not saying this exactly is for you, but I feel like a lot of times it's I mean, I guess it goes with the indigenous stuff anyway. Like whether it's you're teaching classes or just learning indigenous ways or recovering your identity or whatever. Like it comes with the responsibility, right? And it's like when you start to like practice, you do for fun because you're feeling it. Like, oh yeah, like your spirit's being open and you feel this excitement or whatever and goodness.
Mhm.
But at the same time, too, like people are hungry, people need that too. And it's like, oh, like maybe it's like the burden or like the
Yeah.
the,
You
the, the the weight of like it's a responsibility. And I think I think a lot of people they
yeah,
want to be indigenous, but they don't want to have that responsibility. Not saying you, but like
yeah.
as far as just kind of just trying to figure out where that weight comes from and like
Like, this is how crazy my hate club is, I guess. I don't know how to fucking call
mm, mm,
it. Bro, I was doing some research, I was looking for some documents and stuff like that, like PDFs
mm,
and stuff. And I had came across Reddit. And when I was I was like, what the fuck? And I started scrolling down on Reddit, and I see my name on there. I was like, oh, and then that shit was crazy how much people feel like, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, so what? I did thirst trap videos, dog. Like, like people trip on that shit, and I haven't done that shit for like, I don't know, over fucking or nearly 2 years. That I haven't even done a thirst trap, and these people are still talking about that shit. Like, that shit is
yeah,
wow.
yeah,
And then that Reddit, they were talking about that shit, and then also there were some positivity comments in there. They're like, "Yo, like whether he might be controversial or not, like he's very passionate, and I can respect that."
yeah.
But
But I
yeah,
think
a lot
I
of
think that's
times
part of
you
your
kind of mentioned that shit earlier too, because like, oh, I followed you a long time ago, but then you started to do you mentioned it in the beginning, like,
yeah.
but I
I don't
ain't
know if
even
it's
done that
like
shit in
yeah,
like in years. It must have been good
yeah.
thirst traps, dog. It must have been good ones, cause
Yeah. I don't maybe
we're
just like
still
too
talking
like I
about
mean
this
me
shit.
like me because especially me because I'm like for the most part I'm strictly business. I like to have my fun too, but I'm like when it comes to my work and things like that, I'm just like trying to fucking just kind of hone down and like really not spend too much time here or there or whatever. Make sure it's all like has a purpose
Yeah,
or
but we
whatever.
have to enjoy ourselves somehow in some shape or
Oh
form,
yeah,
bro.
no, definitely, definitely.
I mean, gotta crack jokes, we gotta laugh, we gotta make our,
Yeah.
lighten up our day or whatnot.
People in the comments over here talking about Chicanos for Trump. What do you think about that?
I have a poor political view, and I'm gonna say this why, because no reason why. Like, I don't really look at it like with optimistic eyes, dog. Because I ultimately know that these white, wealthy American leaders or politicians in this country don't give a damn about us or don't give a damn about our vote. If
Mm,
anything, they are scared of our population.
mm,
I mean, but what the fuck do they expect, dog? You're living on the continent of what is now known as the Americas, and primarily the language is Spanish.
yeah.
You know, eventually that's just gonna bleed into any non-Spanish speaking countries, and yeah, it's we may not get to see it, bro, but eventually, United States is gonna be Latinized, bro. But
Yeah.
classism is still gonna exist. Colorism is still gonna exist. But what I'm trying to say is that it's just shit ain't gonna be English no more. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
Spanglish
Yeah.
or
That's why I
straight
think
up.
too. That's why like with me, like I try to like that's why I feel extra determined or extra inspired to like really like I'm always been about the indigenous education and pushing indigeneity in whatever forms we can do it visually,
Mhm.
linguistically, or whatever. But I do know that I do feel that like they know that our population is growing, right? And this is why there's this extra effort to like Latinize us, right? Like they're trying to change the Chicano names, you know what I mean? Trying to move away from the indigeneity and orient it towards more like Latinidad, like Eurocentric stuff like that, right? So like turn Latin, they're really pushing the Latinx shit hard because most people don't even use that Latinx term, or Hispanic, whatever. But
I
they
think
push it
I'm
hard.
gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, for those that want to identify that shit, go for it. Identify that shit. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
what I see is that you're trying to, like, como te llamas, segregate yourself from your people's identity, whether it's like whether it
yeah,
is Latino or not, or Hispanic. I mean, a
mm,
lot of us do identify as Latino, you know,
yeah. They use that
unintentionally
term,
or
yeah,
intentionally or whatever.
yeah,
But we all do.
yeah,
Just
and I
because
think they use it
we
mostly out of miseducation or like misknowledge. But the point being is like like they push that shit hard, like just in the news and whatever. Like I said, a lot of people don't really use that term. Let's say Latinx in particular, right? Like
Mhm.
a lot of people don't
That's
use
kind of
that
cool.
term, you know what I mean? But they push that shit hard in the media. So I think there's a real like there's an effort to like really like okay if they're gonna they're thinking okay if the Mexicans are gonna be such a big population, we need to figure out how to make them more white. If you're familiar with that term, save the was it kill the Indian, save the man?
I heard something similar like that. I
Yeah,
want
so
to say,
basically it's like okay, at some point they realized that they couldn't, or they for whatever reason they couldn't kill all the Native Americans, American Indians in the United States, right? They couldn't kill all the Indians, even though they were exterminating a lot of them, right? So at some point, like fuck it, we can't kill all of them. Let's just try to like whitewash them, basically. So let's
mhm,
save the human being, but let's turn them white, basically. Like an ideology and cutting their hair and making whatever, get the de-indigenization process, right? So I
yeah,
think that's kind of like some of their ideology. It's like, okay, if we're gonna have all these Mexicans, how can we make them more European like? Let some and the first thing way to do that is how they
yeah. But
identify,
that's
right?
because we live in a white supremacist world.
Yeah.
Even on the other side of the world, bro. What the fuck is Brit like the European part of the continent
Mhm.
doing in Africa?
Yeah.
What is it, like British? What was it? What country was British and France? What the heck are they doing in Africa? Quote unquote,
Right.
bringing civilization
Mhm.
to the native people, the indigenous people of
Mhm.
Africa.
Mhm.
Oh, so you're doing this out of kindness of your heart? I don't think so. You're doing it because you're manipulating these indigenous people way of life and quote
Mhm.
unquote trying to change them, supposedly make them better, but yet you're doing blood diamonds and illegal mining for gold,
Mhm.
silver, jewels, etc.
Right.
And you're depleting their resources, and you're so-called bringing civilization to them. So it's like, you know, white people don't do shit for because it's the humanitarian thing to do, dog.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah.
that's why I have a poor view on political
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I never fucking vote. I never voted in my life,
Oh, wow.
dog. And
Wow.
and that shit's never gonna change for me
Yeah.
because I know what it is, bro. Like I
Yeah.
still see my fucking people being mistreated at the border,
Yeah.
dog. They don't want us here.
That's
They
kinda
don't.
yeah, that's kinda how I am with, like, the bigger, like, presidential stuff, but for more local stuff, it does make a difference, like, for instance, like, let me give you an example, like
Yeah, locally shit with like from your community and all that stuff, that does make a difference.
yeah,
But I'm talking about like in the big
yeah.
stage, so to say,
Yeah, I don't invest too much if I can, like, whatever, yeah, but overall, yeah, I won't invest too much in that.
The
What's
heck
up?
is
You guys
you
are
guys are
technically
technically whiter than me as a Mexican because you are both in the US by your analogy.
but whose analogy? I don't know. What you talking about?
By our analogy, apparently.
I don't know, because you have your analogy, I have my analogy, and I don't know what
I
analogy
mean,
you're
I think
talking
I've
about.
stated that like I'm fucking Mexican regardless if my countryman tells me otherwise. Like I don't
Right.
give a shit. Like like being born within any of the countries, yeah, it does make you a part of their country or whatnot.
Mhm.
You're just automatically indoctrinated into the country. But let's say if there was no fucking country ever again, let's say
Yeah.
there's no countries again, that suddenly every land goes back to the indigenous people. Are you gonna feel as Mexican as you say you are right now?
Yeah.
Probably
And
not.
yeah, and I was watching your video, like, with, Chris Quality, right? I think I only got, like, maybe, like
10 minutes in.
no, like, a half hour in maybe, so no, I was trying to watch the whole thing, you know what I mean? 'Cause I was trying to, like, like, it's good
I don't
conversation.
know what to do with it.
It's good
Say,
conversation, also too, it's a nice break to, like, not see your Instagram post. 'Cause sometimes, like, there's 3 minutes and then whatever, you're real quick. So seeing, like, a long duration conversation is, like, it's different, it's a different vibe. But
yeah,
when I last left it, you guys were talking about, like, Aztlan or something like that, or I forgot you were asking him if it exists or something like that, or
yeah.
I forgot what
Or
you
where
asked.
he thought of it, or what he thought,
Okay, yeah.
and and he and if I remember correctly, he stated that Aztlan is within Mexico,
Mhm.
but and that it's not all of the southern western parts of what is now known as the United States.
Right, right.
And yeah, I remember, and I know that a lot of Chicanos identify with that shit, but it also you gotta see it in the perspective of somebody that is not from that, obviously, and did like the indigenous people that are originate from those places,
Mhm.
you know, the Apache, the fucking Comanche,
Yeah,
the Chumash, all these various indigenous groups,
yeah.
you know?
'Cause that's what I
And
should think too, you know, like, I said, like,
to say like all of these states are fucking Aztlan, like it's okay if that's what you're saying. So doesn't that make the indigenous people from those areas, quote unquote,
yeah.
Aztecas? Like,
Yeah, that was my interpretation too, like, on my website too, I have to go update it, but I wrote an article a few years back, like, "Oh, yeah, let's decolonize Aztlan," you know, because even, like, and I think a lot of Chicanos do present like that, but, you know, I was talking to my homie, um, ¿cómo se llama? Fucking, I can't think right now, but anyways, he did a presentation on, you know, Aztlan to Palestine and fucking, but he helped me kinda clarify, like, you know, even like I said, I had the same, you know, similar issues, like, okay, like, 'cause I saw, like, the thing, the Aslan flags, like, oh, like, you know, you see the states, south to west, like,
mhm,
okay, but they're coming up the, you know, indigenous nations or whatever, you know, and that's what you think. Then a lot of times you don't really hear, at least me, I didn't hear too much really explanation of what it was for, you know what I mean? But the way I understand it now is that, like, it's referring to us, I say, as not that Aslan, the literal Aslan is the southwest. It's more like, a symbolic way of saying that, like, you know, because a lot of the migration stories or whatever, a lot of Mexican people, different nations, a lot of them originate from the Four Corners area, right? So it's a statement of belonging here. We belong to this area,
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
know, but it's not meant to impose. But again, there's also some people who they do express it that way, and it throws, you know, the perception of, again,
Just
because
kinda
not a lot of
like the vibe,
education.
dog. They just this was once Mexico, like,
Yeah.
which is
No, I
true,
get it,
it's
dude. Yeah.
historically, but it also was Nueva España for a lot longer, dog, like,
Yeah.
you know?
But at the same time too, like, it's like, you know, but that's just again too for me, it's like, damn, like that shit just reminds me of how much work we gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, damn,
Yeah,
like, okay, like,
that's
but I'm glad that they know that at least, okay, that's bare minimum. Like, okay, it's that's very, you know, there's a lot of things faulty with that, you know, take, but at the same time, okay, can I just how can I get this person, get them to the next level of understanding, you know, Mexicanidad as far as like indigenous, you know, identity or whatever. Because when I use Mexicanidad or Mexican, like I use that more like in the fullest indigenous sense of the word, you know?
yeah.
And but yeah, that's my impression too, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, we most definitely have a lot of work to do amongst our community, at least within the United States, Mexican Americans or
Mhm.
whatever. Uh, and yeah, I think we you and I can both agree on that for sure,
Yeah.
man. And this whole like illusion of unity, I think, should be exposed in
Mhm.
essence to be able to inspire to be like, yo,
Yeah.
these guys are right about the colorism and the classism and
Yeah.
racism amongst our community because
Right.
we do come from a fucking racist country, dog. We have a
Yeah.
history of
Yeah.
racism within our country.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So some of us some of us have picked up that generational trauma, you know.
Yeah.
So or curse or however you want to identify it
Yeah.
as. So
Yeah. But I guess
and
the unity takes on, I think a lot of unity too, a lot of it's kind of like, I mean, it depends on how people like one people's view of what it means, you know. Like, but for me too,
mm,
it's a lot. I think a lot of time it's how I say focusing on like what's a common enemy or common struggle that we have, right? So it's like let's say for over here, like in the west side, there's like different neighborhoods right here, right? But like if something happens to like that threatens Mexican people in general, Mexican people are gonna rise up and like, okay, they don't give a fuck what neighborhood you're from or whatever. Like we're gonna write on the situation and take care of, you know, this business or whatever. And it's like, okay, now we're gonna go back to fighting, you know. But a lot of time it's these, you know, if we find ways to kind of really highlight these common enemies, whether it's like a literal person or thing or value or whatever, you know, or you know, a law or whatever, too, the more we can kind of focus on like, okay, where are the enemies threatening Mexican people, brown people, Spanish speaking,
mhm.
indigenous people, like I think if it really kind of like a good enemy will help us focus on, you know, where the priorities are. And not say we're all gonna get along and that we won't be fighting when we
Yeah,
get there,
yeah.
but I think
That
that's a lot of
I know what you just stated,
yeah.
and I'm gonna be honest with you, it remind me of United States tactics. How does United States unites its people, its Democrats and its Republicans and various other parties
Mm,
by having a quote unquote common enemy?
right.
And we have to be careful with that type of tactic, in my opinion. But I understand like where you're going with that.
Yeah. But not
It's
like
a
but
nutty.
it's not even like having like, 'cause but I think when you talk about with, like, the US or the American, like, their shit's fabricated and out of fear. Ours is, like, based in, like, okay, like, we have serious especially when we're on occupied land, they're not on
Mhm,
occupied land. They're the, the colonizers, they're the occupiers, right? So, one, we're on occupied land, and, like, our culture, our language, everything about us and our people and our essence is under attack spiritually
mhm,
or whatever, you know what I mean? So, like, in that sense, you know what I mean? Like, we have, like, it's kinda like with the Palestine thing too, like, in Israel, like, okay, like, Israel it's one thing when Israel says something versus when the Palestinians say it, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, but they're defending their land, they're defending, their families, whatever. There's more of a righteous, source and intention behind it, you know? It's not to kinda, like, just,
yeah,
have an enemy just to have an enemy just for the sake of it, just the sake of, like,
yeah,
"Oh, yeah, we wanna be unified, let's have an enemy," but, like,
yeah.
it's already there, it's
Uh,
just a matter of us focusing on, like, what can we do to make things better for all our people, even if we don't even if I like, so let's say if I hate you, whatever, like, okay, but I still want the best for you because you're a brown person, and what
of
happens to
course.
you is gonna happen to me down the line too, so,
Mhm.
like, in that sense.
Yeah. So earlier, somebody stated if you've done I've done a DNA test,
Yeah,
ancestry or whatever,
yeah,
and it has recently been updated by them. Uh, Now I'm like 77 indigenous, 1% African, and
yeah,
like 21 European or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, did you do that for yourself as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, I
Or
did my ancestry.com. That's it. I think I took a screenshot of it, but I think if I remember correctly, I'm gonna look at my screenshots real quick.
Mhm.
Is it,
I'm gonna read this comment right here. What's
it
cringy about this dude? His focus is authentic while he promotes uncommon classical nahuatl. He's learning online while sporting the pop and long locks of the Indian push in the US cinema.
you get a lot of shit talkers on here.
That's alright, bro. Like,
Do you ever get like, do you find that you get, like, a lot of your haters, like, they always pop up on your thing? Like,
oh
you
yeah,
have
fool, they're
I mean,
my
but, like,
that
consistent ones, like, like, "Oh, that's
oh, I know,
so and
I
so," you
recognize
like
some of these
like, they follow
motherfuckers,
you
like,
around type of shit?
Lego, I already recognize a couple of them. There's probably, like there's probably be more, but there's 3 that are, like, more persistent.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they're in here,
yeah,
I don't wanna name them, but
yeah. No, I can't
I
find
gotta
it,
love
but,
them
like
too, I gotta show them what the fuck they've been here with us for, like, an hour nearly 2 hours, bro, like
yeah, yeah.
like, as much as that hate is keeping them around, and that's fine, you
Hate
know?
is love. I heard it was a someone said, "Hate is love, turn upside down," or something like that.
Man, it don't matter,
I
bro,
can't
like
I can't find that little screenshot I took, but, like, it's
no,
like
no te preocupes,
52
it's fine,
it's
from
like
what
50
you remember, I guess,
it's
if you
like
wanna share, you
52
don't have to.
52 indigenous, and then, like, 40 something, like, Iberian Spanish or whatever, and Portuguese, and
Yeah,
then, like,
yeah.
and then the rest was, like, the next one in line, I wanna say was, it wasn't African, it was something, I guess 8% unknown.
Damn, we got the unknown, the ghost
Yeah.
DNA, whatever they call it.
'Cause I think a lot of it is, like it's like there's a lot of regions even in Mexico that they don't like. I think it's dependent on, like, how much DNA feedback they get to kinda make I guess, pinpoint the exact, ethnicities and whatever, but
Uh-huh.
so 52 indigenous, like 40 something Iberian, about 8% is, like, unknown, like, 3 or 4%, like, North African,
Yeah,
and Senegalese, I forgot, and then like a bunch of 1%s, like, 1% Jewish, 1% Basque, things like that,
yeah,
like
I got that
1%.
shit
But
too, bro,
the
the bass.
the top three were in order, and the indigenous, and then the Iberian, and then I guess the unknown. I think,
Damn,
yeah,
that's a trip getting that known. That's I was like,
yeah,
"What the"
yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
No,
well,
but
bro,
I did the video a while back. Like I said, I started doing these videos on YouTube. I think in one of my first videos, I put like a little screenshot of it up.
mhm.
But
Hey, well, we're probably gonna end it now, mano.
yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say that I did enjoy our conversation, and I would like to do
Likewise,
this
likewise.
again, so regardless of our differences, I
Mhm.
think we I mean, we both are grown adults here, so to say. I
Mhm.
mean, you're a lot older than I am, but I don't give a damn, you know.
Yeah.
But I
Nah, but I
enjoy
mean, I
that.
think I think overall we agreed on more than anything. Obviously, we have our different takes on little, things here and there, but I think overall, like our direction is and frustrations are not too
Far
different.
apart. Yeah, 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 too far apart from each other.
Yeah.
I know that's what I noticed as well, but you know, I just I don't know, bro. I just want to see just in like our people of Latin America to wake up and to suddenly reclaim what was taken from them, you know,
Mhm.
and whatever comes after that or develops or whatever is like that's what I want to see, bro. I want to
Mhm.
see. I think that I genuinely want to see Nawas like genuinely become a thing. You know, it is a
Mhm.
thing, but I mean like a real like nation, so to say. You know,
Yeah.
which it is and it isn't. It's like a sleeping giant, bro. It's just
Like more
stagnant.
like in the political power state, you mean? Like, like
Yeah, like a
more.
political power state. We actually start doing shit for ourselves because we're all Nahua speakers or
Mhm.
whatever, or Nahua descent or lo que sea, you know, from
Mhm.
Central Mexico. I'm referencing,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
and or for any indigenous group to do that
Yeah.
within Mexico, you know, or Latin America, you know, that shit's
Well, let's figure it
would
out.
be
So
dope
maybe,
to see, you know.
after this video, let's down the line, see how we can collab on something and start making little things happen. And if even, even if it's small shit, I mean, figure out how we can
Yeah,
start
yeah,
kind of connecting
yeah.
the
We'll see.
dots.
We'll see what we get because on Monday I'm gonna have another interview with Dinesh,
Mhm.
relative.
Mhm.
He's a tattoo artist. He's pretty cool. You know, these interviews that I do, I'm just trying to have voices. This is actually the first time I had like a partial debate
Mhm. Oh,
with you. You know,
we're debating or.
partially, you know, partially. You know,
Well,
I don't know
I
what
mean,
the fuck
yeah,
it
obviously
was.
we're disagreeing on certain, stuff, but
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, but it was cool. I enjoyed it, dog. Like, you know, I didn't get upset
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I don't think you did either.
Mhm.
But yeah, I thought it was great. You know, I
Yeah,
thought it
no,
was
same.
dope.
Likewise too. And the thing too, like most, like just like you'd be hard pressed to talk to any other Chicano or Mexican or indigenous, cultural worker or person and not get into some type of disagreement or whatever, like.
Yeah, yeah,
But like I
yeah.
didn't
There's
really.
a lot of shit that I see, bro. That and just in general, and within Mexico, I'm just like, damn, you know,
Mhm.
like where's the humanitarian within amongst ourselves? Like, you
Yeah.
know, and I'm talking about the violence and stuff like that. Hasta entre eso me da, well, my bad.
Oh, it's all good.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I have sometimes I have the desire to be like start to criticize those organizations too, but I haven't quite got there yet,
Yeah. But
and I
that's how it
probably
starts,
will.
man. That's how it starts. And then like, I think the more you know, the more you start learning, the more like you just realize, okay, there's things that aren't being said that need to be said, and like, okay, like
Mhm.
at time where I'm at too, I'm like, damn, there's like people aren't saying shit about all this stuff that's going on. Like someone's got to fucking like step up and say something. And of course, if you
Yeah,
do, it
it's
comes with a cargo. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel you.
food.
That
Like I don't know. It's something something has to happen within Mexico, drastic. You know,
yeah,
fortunately, but
a comment
uno
needs to
se
hit or
sabe.
something.
Yeah,
A title, nah.
yeah. Sí, no se sabe. We don't know. But
No,
yeah,
no,
we're gonna cut it now, mano. Um,
sounds good.
whenever you feel you want to come up here again, uh, after Monday, of course, you
Yeah,
just let me know.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, 'cause
And then just real
like I
quick too,
said,
for everybody who's watching or hasn't watched, like don't forget to follow me on SixthSunRidaz on my YouTube channel. So
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, don't forget to follow. You have to have your shit connected, dog. Like you
no, I
did
know
you
I didn't. Yeah, just and it means like I have the
work
technical
on
stuff,
that.
so I don't want to like press,
Work on that.
press join the chat and then be like, oh shit, I don't want to like fuck up the
Yeah, yeah,
connection.
yeah.
Like knowing me, I'm gonna like, okay, I'm gonna fuck it up.
No, no worries. All right, mano. So you guys have a good night,
You too, brother.
everybody.
Peace.
You know, sweet dreams to my haters,
For
and yeah, and
sure.
thank you all for tuning
All
in.
right. Las Kamati
Thank you
or
for coming to thank you for joining me. I know that I do have a lot of controversial shit, but and I'm glad that you're like, you know, I'm gonna come up here because I was genuinely, bro. I wasn't out here, I didn't come out here to put you on blast or anything like that.
yeah, I know.
I
I
genuinely
didn't get that
I
impression either.
genuinely wanted to have a discussion about like various things, you know. I think it's
Right.
worth speaking about, you know.
No, definitely. I agree 100%.
All right, so man, the live, y'all. So you guys have a good one, all right.
All right. Peace.